The tell me about yourself interview question is the most common question and the one that people are the least prepared for. I'm not sure why, but we're going to fix that today. In this video, I will give you the best way to answer this, 3 hot tips to help you, and I'm going to give you the most important thing to keep in mind at the very end. So grab your notebook and let's get into this. I'm Jen, your career coach, and I help you to get the job, love your work, love yourself, and advance your career. First of all, what you need to know is that this question is not being asked because the people asking it want to know your life history. So sad, too bad, that is not the reason. Most of us are quite fascinated by our own history and can go on at great length about it. But that's not the point of this question. I was born in a small town in Montreal, and when I was 5, it was very clear that I wanted to be into management because I managed all my little friends on the block. Honestly, they don't want to hear this. Here's something to realize is that you have literally 3 minutes to answer this question. Any longer than that is too long. You might be able to get away with 4 minutes, but honestly, any longer than that, and you've probably lost the listener and you've missed the point of the question. No one has time to listen to your memoirs, at least not in a job interview. Hot tip number 1 is to write your answer out now before you ever get to the interview, and then edit it, refine it, make sure that you can speak it in 3 minutes, around 3 minutes. I mean, give and take a little bit, but not much, and then practice it. Practice it a lot so that it doesn't sound memorized and it just comes out very naturally. My hot tip number 2 is that what they want to know is that you are the best fit for the position. What value and skills are you bringing to the role that you're applying for? What problems can you solve? That is what you need to keep in mind when you are crafting your answer in advance so that you can practice it. It's a lot more about selling yourself than it is about talking about your history, even your work history. So how do you do this? Well, first of all, you have to look at the job description carefully. Get out a highlighter even and start highlighting the key skills and the key qualifications that they are looking for, especially if they are listed more than once. That's a big clue for you. How can you address these key skills concisely in a manner that shows off your abilities? So remember the 3-minute rule. Say they are looking for leadership in the position that you're applying for. What in your past can you talk about that demonstrates your leadership abilities in a way that is attractive and quick? Can you point to the name of the company, the role that you were in, and some of the achievements? And this is the most important thing because it's not about listing all of the things that you have done and all of the responsibilities and all of the roles, blah, blah, blah. That should all be in your resume. This is where you can talk about the things you achieved as a leader in one or more of your last roles. Here's an example for you that I'm just making up. In my role as a community engagement manager at the Westbrook Community Center, I implemented weekly staff meetings to listen to the issues and the concerns that the staff were having so that we could make changes and address problems before they got to be any bigger, and so that we could work on the efficiency and effectiveness of our programming. This fostered a team environment, and we were able to increase community participation by 5% season over season because of the innovative and creative ideas this team developed. So this statement tells the hiring manager a lot about you, and not only that you have effective leadership skills, but that you value collaboration and that you invite the ideas and the creativity of other people on your team. This example also gave a quantitative result. These are the kinds of short bullet point phrases that you need to develop to be able to highlight the skill that you've highlighted on the job posting that you want to make sure that you mention that correlates with your own work history. And you need to create 3 to 5 of these, whatever it takes, depending on how fast you talk. I speak really quickly. You might be slower in the way you speak, and you want to get this in again and practice so that you've got it down to about the 3-minute mark. So what from your work history can you highlight that will match the things that the job posting is asking about, and that you can then craft into a statement that you can practice so that you can answer this question very naturally. Hot tip number 3, end your answer, your 3 minutes, by looping back to what hiring you would do for the role. For example, I believe that I would bring all of these skills and more to the position that you are hiring for, and I look forward to hearing more about what an ideal candidate would look like for you. Focus on your strengths in your points, give concrete achievements, and remember that this is a snapshot. This is not the whole full extended list of everything that you've done or that you're able to do. This is just a little tiny bit of your resume. They're going to have the resume in front of them anyway, so this is just a little bit of the highlight reel, as it were, that definitely matches, again, the job description. If you are finding this video of value, click that like button, click on the subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get to the most important thing for you to keep in mind as you craft your answer to this tell me about yourself interview question. The most important thing is that this question is not about you. I know that's weird because tell me about yourself sounds like it should be all about you. But it isn't. It's actually about what you can do for them, what you can bring, and what problem you can solve for them. They have a problem. They need a candidate. They need somebody that's going to be really good in this role, that's going to fit in with the culture, that's going to do all this stuff for them and their company. And hiring is a long, arduous process. So if you can be the answer to their dreams in a humble way, right? Not in a ridiculous way, in a humble way. But if you can be this answer to their dreams, if you focus your answer on what you would bring to them rather than me, all about myself, then you're going to be a lot farther ahead with this answer. It's a chance to showcase your strengths. I hope that was helpful today, my lovely humans. If it was, let me know below if there are any questions or topics or things that you would like me to cover in another video. And next, I am going to link to how to answer the interview question, why should we hire you? I will see you over there.